everybody, and welcome to the introductory episode of the Anastasiya Podcast. The Anastasiya Podcast is going to be a place where I get to do what I do best, which is long-form communication. And all my girls who I used to chit-chat with on Instagram, I kind of just had this hard reality staring me in the face after the birth of my daughter that the capacity and the way that I showed up on social media beforehand, it's not really the time in my life where I can give that kind of time to, because I came home with a newborn and life as I knew it was flipped upside down. The amount of free time I had for myself was like this. And that was a rude awakening for me as someone who at 33, like all my time was always my own. And then having that little limited time, it starts growing little by little, but it also makes you kind of think about, where do I want to spend this, and how can, when I'm using that free time, it be used in the most beneficial and impactful way? And for me, I've always wanted to do a podcast, and I think that is this is going to be the time where I can find time in my day or in my week to have wholesome, connected conversations about marriage, about love, about friendship, about faith, sometimes about new trash TV shows, because that lights me up sometimes too. I want this to be a place where if anybody has questions or suggestions, they can send them to me as well. So I actually created a Gmail called the Anastasiya Podcast at gmail.com. Please send any questions there if you guys want advice or you just want to talk about certain topics. I literally love all topics under the sun. And something that's really important to me with conversating is, I think we're living in a time where I think it's getting a little bit better, but I am not a surface conversation kind of person. If you want to talk about the weather, I'll talk about the weather with you, but I will get down to the nitty-gritty, because that connection is what ties us all together as like a human species. And I don't know how, why, where, when, but I've always naturally been drawn to that. And I end up pulling that out of other people. And it's something that just brings me joy. So that's kind of what I always revert to. And that's what I want to cultivate here. Even there's like so many topics in life that sometimes, like friendship, for example, right? Like people acting in certain ways or doing certain things, and then kind of always having the like, oh, why does this always keep happening to me? And you're kind of like, do you really want to know? Like, do you really want to know? In a non-judgmental way, but in an honest way of like, if you keep doing things the same way you've always done them, you're going to have the same results. I am so passionate about like, well, let's talk about the real. Let's talk about the hard, because on the other side of that is the good. And it's like that real nourishment for your heart and your soul. That's what's important to me. So in these little nuggets of free time that I have in this new life that I have being a mom, I want to share all those things. I want to talk about this like motherhood journey, because Matt and I, so many of you guys know, like we spent our 20s being us. Like we lived such a good life. We explored together, did projects together, started businesses together. In those 10 years could fill probably Olympic pools with how many tears I've cried over just how much I love my husband. God has been like so, so good to me. And that is why I so believe in the power of like good love. And my heart breaks for girls who like have like turned and even my guy friends who've like turned their hearts away from like, no, like all girls suck or all guys suck. It's like, when you pursue the wrong people who are not for you, it does suck. But when you're open to things going like the right way and you do your part with being upfront and honest and pushing through and having the right conversations, like when you lean into things by God's design, it's so beautiful. And that's where my tears come from. So anyways, thank you guys all for being here. And I'm really excited to see how this will grow and how it'll evolve and all the topics that we'll cover and tears that we'll share together and laughter and stuff like that. So thank you guys so much. Please subscribe on YouTube. This is like my first time saying this. Subscribe, like, follow on Instagram. I don't even know what other platforms I'm going to be on, but I'm super looking forward to doing this with you guys. Okay. Love you all. Bye.